And 2019's first place winner is Lucy Lonnqvist. I call the future member for Curtin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm truly honoured to stand here today to address this audience on a matter of great importance to myself, my electorate, and ultimately this nation. The importance of well-being as a measure of a country's success. GDP is seen as the most important measurement of a country's overall success. My argument today is that it's time for that to change, because what we choose to measure as a country matters. It really matters, because it drives political focus and it drives public activity. The limitations of GDP as a measure of a country's success are also obvious. GDP measures the output of Australia's work, but it says nothing about the nature of that work, about whether that work is worthwhile or fulfilling. It values activity in the short term that boosts the economy, even if that activity is detrimental to the sustainability of our planet in the long term. And when we look ahead to the challenges of climate change, then I think the case for a much broader definition of what it means to be successful as a country is needed. That is why Australia needs to establish a new pathway for political policy, redirecting attention from how wealthy a population is to how happy and healthy a population is. Yes, economic growth matters. It is important, but it is not all that is important. The objective of political policy should be a collective well-being. What really matters to us in our lives? What do we value in the communities we live in? What country or society do we really want to be? And when we address the population in those questions, then finding the answers to those questions, I believe Australia will have a much better chance of addressing the inequalities that exist in the country today. Indicators such as income inequality, the happiness of people, access to green spaces, access to housing, none of these are captured in GDP statistics, but are fundamental in a happy and healthy society. This broader approach that I'm proposing is at the heart of an economic strategy where we give equal importance to tackling inequality as we do to economic competitiveness. It drives society's commitment to fair work, making sure that work is worthwhile and fulfilling. Australia needs to set up a wellbeing budget with topics such as mental health at its heart. We are the policy makers, so we need to know exactly what issues to address. And right now, GDP does not provide that accurate measure. Our focus needs to be measured in terms of well-being. I want, and I'm determined to make Australia the country that puts well-being at the heart of everything that we do. I think we owe that to current generations and generations to come. Thank you.